So therefore, as we finish the part of this, one thing I'm going to ask for is a spirit of reconciliation, a spirit of understanding, a spirit of listening, a spirit that does not chase away, that does not force out, a spirit that opens and lets us in. We want space, we want a face for ODM. And so I say this with all the humility. Congratulations, party leader. And we believe as you lead this next cycle of transition, as they call you youth leader, you will open the space in this party for all the millions of young people of Kenya. And you will give us our space here. Thank you very much. With those few remarks, leo sikukuja kuchoma. Today, I just came to wish you well. This is my party, but let us embody and let us try and change and make this a party for everybody.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your greatest support. Now, fellow Kenyans, allow me to say this. This is something that all of us must understand. That today is going to be either the end of ODM or the beginning of ODM. Like it's either they're going to start a new journey or the journey is going to end. And I've seen majority of you. I saw majority of the people were asking, where is Winnie Odinga? Before Winnie Odinga attended or went to JAMHURI, of course, where ODM are holding their national delegate conference, that is the NDC today, because she was not with people like Edwin Sifuna. And in that process, during that process, I also saw people saying that Winnie is a sellout. I want us to talk about that. Why is it that Winnie might be a sellout or might not be a sellout? On the other hand, I also want us to talk about why now? Why ODM decided to hold an NDC today, and what is the main purpose of holding or having this NDC meeting? Why did they decide to do it, and why did people like Edwin Sifuna also decided to do their own on the other side, that is in Ufungamano House? Why did they decide to do that? Because it's like they wanted to do two things at the same time, though in different places, because of different mindset or maybe different visions and different missions. But before we get deeper into that, fellow Kenyans, for those who already joined Bulita Media community and this family, I have an announcement to make, and this is the announcement. There is this children's home. I visited it, a conversation with the director, both the director and the assistant director. We really talked. I saw the children. There were two kids who are abandoned by the mother after birth. I think 2 days. So the children are barely 10 days old. And others are also there. They're around 89 right now, and they told me that there are some in school, so wakirudi wote, the number will be around 100 plus. So we really talked, and they told me that if you can help us, if you guys can help us in 1, 2, 3 things, we'll be really glad to, and we'll really appreciate. Of course, we know very well that this is something that one person cannot do. Kukaa na watoto wote, hata useme kuna only one source of help, it's something that it's impossible. So after that, I had a brief talk. Nilikaa na watoto, the few that nilipata, wengine nilipata kama wanalala. I just talked to the few, I interacted with the few of them, just kids here and there. And I said that I told them that I have a team which I know that will respond, and after they've responded, I'll get back to you with what they give me. So I just have to request you guys, your 50 shillings, your 100 shillings, your 200 shillings, your 300, 400, 500 shillings, your 1,000. Any amount of money which you really feel like can help these kids. Please just use the M-Pesa number on your screen so that you can help these kids. Nobody knows, we cannot say that, oh, I can't help a kid, si mtoto wangu. Hawezi kuwa mtoto wako, lakini we all know how maybe these things normally comes later. So just a humble request, please guys, if you can, just use the number on your screen. Just send your 50 bob, your 100 shillings, 200, 300 shillings, whatever you have. We'll make arrangements, and then tutaona what we can do. Kama tutanunulia vyakula, kama itatosha mpaka manguo, we can do that. It's something that they requested that we do, because saa zingine though watoto walali njaa, but sometimes I talk to the director told me that sometimes they really struggle how they can get food for the kids. The kids used to be happy and all that. Actually, the kids were very happy seeing me. They were saying, the director told me that wanapenda sana wakati mtu amekuja kuwaona mtu mwingine mgeni apart from wale wenye wamezoea, because they feel that they are really loved indeed. So please, that is the project that we have this month. I would request you that I'm humbly requesting you that let us do this for the sake of these kids. Wale wenye walikuwa wanasema kwamba pesa yangu siwezi peleka kanisani kwa tithe, eri nipeleke kwa children's home. Now we have a project. Please just come through and we see what we can do. Now, for the sake of those who are coming for the first time, please, you can as well do the needful. I've already received some money from some support from other people, the 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 5,000, 200, 150 shillings. Anything that you're going to send is we're going to add, and then we'll top up and then see what we are going to do or how we're going to help these kids. I'm just humbly requesting you guys that let us stand with these children. Though they are not our brothers, they're not our family members, but they are our brothers and sisters, they are our kids. If we must support them, because the government cannot come to help these children's home. Children's home, normally these people normally depend only on the well-wishers, and let us be the well-wishers at least this month, so that these children can be eating, can be celebrating, and but because of your support, when they do that, wakati wanacheka, kwa sababu at least wanajua kwamba ingawaje wakujui, lakini umesimama pamoja nao, umetuma 100 yako, 100, 50 yako, 100 yako, 5, 1000, it will be something good and something great. So please let us come together and help these kids, and I know that all shall be well. The hand that giveth is the hand that receiveth. Let's get into the discussion, fellow Kenyans, and let's watch how Winnie Odinga stormed JAMHURI Stadium, or JAMHURI, where ODM were holding their NDC meeting.
Habari zenu. ODM. Asanteni. Nilisema juzi, ODM is my home, and this is where I'm from. Now, I wrote some remarks. If you'll just allow me to read some of my remarks. Today, I stand before you not just as a proud life member of ODM, but as a voice of the vibrant, hopeful, and resilient young Kenyans who've come from this country. It is not lost upon me that today I may be one of the youngest people that stands on this stage. But I carry this responsibility of their dreams and their aspirations. I love you too. Now, something I wanted us to bring back into context is the values of this party. The values that created the foundations of this party. Maisha Bora, that we built 20 years ago. Those are the values of our forefathers. Now, when I was coming here today, I decided to do something, because I feel as a party, we may be leaving some of our members behind. So if you give me a chance here, I want to read some messages that were sent in my DMs today. One is from a lady called Aisha Ngala. She's from Twapa. Every morning she wakes up, She goes to the market, she sells her vegetables to feed her 2 children. She's dreaming of a better life. I feel this party, we may have forgotten her. But Aisha, we have not forgotten you. Well, your journey is what will inspire us. We are coming back to help you. Down the road here, I got a message from a boy called James. He had studied computer science. He was filled with ambitions, hopes, and dreams. James cannot find a job. He's now walking on the streets. James asks for a new ODM. We must be that new ODM. There's another lady who sent me a message called Wavinya. She makes jewelry in the city here. She feels that the party, we have left her behind. We must create a new ODM that brings all these people on board. These stories that I'm saying reflect the struggles of millions of people in this country. When we talk about the new ODM that we envision, we want a party that opens doors and not closes them. We want a leadership that listens to our concerns and acts on our ideas. We want participation as young people that extends beyond rallies. We want to be involved and our voices shape decisions and negotiations. We want a decentralized power, empowering our branches and our grassroots. We want to revamp our youth league into a platform where young people can join to shape and share policy. We want to hold our leaders accountable. We want a new ODM. As I stand here from Nairobi, and thank you to Nairobi for always standing with me, I don't underplay the victims of this maandamano. We cannot overlook that reality. We cannot be a party that does not care about the struggles that we have come through. We want a new ODM. So I want to stand here and state clearly, the new ODM must be a tool to work for young people. Our systems must work for our young people. Our young people are demanding their rightful space on this table. I say this with the utmost humility because we must create space for these people instead of only calling them when we want them to shout. So therefore, as we finish the part of this, one thing I'm going to ask for is a spirit of reconciliation, a spirit of understanding, a spirit of listening, a spirit that does not chase away, that does not force out, a spirit that opens and lets us in. We want space, we want a face for ODM. And so I say this with all the humility. Congratulations, party leader. And we believe as you lead this next cycle of transition, as they call you youth leader, you will open the space in this party for all the millions of young people of Kenya. And you will give us our space here. Thank you very much. With those few remarks, leo sikukuja kuchoma. Today, I just came to wish you well. This is my party, but let us embody and let us try and change and make this a party for everybody here.
Now, fellow Kenyans, I want us to first of all ask ourselves this question. Is Winnie Odinga considered a sellout? Is Winnie Odinga a sellout? That is the question. You know, I'm surprised by the way. I never saw this coming. I'm surprised to see a Babu Namwamba back in ODM. But anyway, that is the story for another that is story for another topic. Babu Namwamba going back to ODM. That one is something that we really need to talk about and discuss. Junet Mohammed is saying that we cannot have a lawless party. You must play by the rules of the party, of course. But now let's talk about this. Is Winnie Odinga a sellout? Number one, personally, I can't say that Winnie Odinga is a sellout. Is not selling. Maybe she has not betrayed anybody, because remember, Winnie Odinga has never attended any meeting that has been held by the Linda Wananchi. That is the other group of Edwin Sifuna Babu Owino. Yes, she's young. She has been advocating for that, and actually, even when she was given time to speak, she was telling these guys that let us allow the young people to run this party for his growth, for the long-term growth. But that one doesn't mean that one doesn't necessarily mean that she's part of Edwin Sifuna. She said by herself that ODM is her home and she cannot go anywhere. She must remain in ODM. Of course, the expectation, maybe her expectation, was that the way ODM delegates of Nairobi appointed her to be their representative, she was going to be given an opportunity, or she was going to be allowed to be deputy party leader. But I knew that one was not going to happen, because the ODM people, being led by this gluttonous guy, an arrogant man, Junet Mohammed, Gladys Wanga, they know very well that Winnie Odinga will not be in good terms with OBURU Odinga. That is why she cannot be allowed to get any position. But that one doesn't mean that she is failing. Maybe she could have failed to attend the meeting. And I was trying to look at the reasons why these people decided to hold the meeting. Because, NDC, it was, I don't know whether it was election. I was like, were they really going to do the election? Was this part of the agenda, or why were they doing it? You understand? Some of the reasons why these people are holding their meetings, I saw Junet Mohammed. I think right now he was the MC. He was the MC today, and he was like, "Oh, we are now appointing leaders." Sharif have been appointed as the deputy party leader, replacing, I think, Otsotsi. RUTH Odinga has retained her position as the assistant organizing secretary of ODM, and we are also waiting to see if they are going to appoint or they are going to endorse the presidential candidate. Remember, that is the main reason as to why National Delegate Conference is normally being held, for the party to endorse the political or the presidential candidate for the coming election.
We are going to Deputy Organizing Secretary. We have Honorable Ruth Odinga. Can I get a proposer and a seconder for Her Excellency, the former Deputy Governor of Kisumu City? Her Excellency, can I get a proposer? Can I get a proposer and a seconder?
Hello?
Yes, Basaris, go ahead.
Esther Basaris propose Honorable Ruth Odinga as the Deputy Organizing Secretary of the ODM party.
Thank you very much. Can we have a seconder? Give the mic.
Allow me to second. I, Jared Okello, MP representing Nyando constituency, hereby second Ruth Odinga as the Deputy Organizing Secretary.
Thank you very much.
For ODM party.
Now that we have a proposer and a seconder for Her Excellency, Honorable Ruth Odinga, to be the Deputy Organizing Secretary of the Orange Democratic Party, as of many of that opinion say aye, contrary opinion say nay. Now, let us go to the last one. I want to get a proposer and a seconder for Senator Godfrey Osotsi to be the Deputy Party Leader of ODM. Haya, asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. Sasa Senator wa Vihiga hana proposer na seconder. As many of that opinion say aye, as many of that opinion say nay. Sasa kama huna proposer na seconder, inamaanisha wewe hawezi kupata hiyo kiti. Let us move to the next. Now, let me put the question now again. The senator of Vihiga, Godfrey Osotsi, was brought here by the National Governing Council to become a deputy party leader. But we cannot find here a proposer and a seconder. We are going to drop him as a deputy party leader. As many of that opinion say aye, as many of that the contrary opinion say nay, Senator Godfrey Osotsi has been dropped at the Special Delegates Convention as a deputy party leader of the Orange Democratic Party.
And also maybe the changing of the party's constitution. Maybe I don't know if they're going to do that. And they are also going to set their policies and strategies. But the main thing that we're waiting to see is, are they really going to appoint, or are they really going to endorse the presidential candidate? If they're going to endorse the presidential candidate, then who is this person? You can't tell me that OBURU is going to be the presidential candidate. OBURU is just talking about the deputy president. He's talking about the deputy position, in which we don't even know who they are going to appoint. But you see these things that are happening right now. Hizi vitu ambazo zinafanyika saa hizi zitakuja kukula hao watu in future. Hizi vitu ambazo zinakula hao watu zenye wanafanya saa hii inaenda kuwakula in future. So let us just say the truth, fellow Kenyans. Let us just say the truth. Why can't these people decide to speak the same language and agree on one thing? If at all maybe they are after the growth of the party, or maybe they are after they want to do something serious, why can't they just decide that, okay, now enough is enough, let's do 1, 2, 3 things and make sure that the party runs? Simple. Hii mambo ya hapa na pale, I think it really needs to stop. Anyway, I don't know what you think concerning Winnie Odinga's attending this meeting or this delegates conference, but you can tell me in the comment section. I would really love to know your thought. I would really love to know your thought and what you're saying concerning this thing. Please let me know what you think, and let's also meet in the next video if it's possible. And if at all you meet it for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button.